The iPhone 16e is Apple's so-called budget iPhone 16. But let's be honest, Apple wants $599 for a stripped-down version of their main model. It seems like a total scam in my opinion. The 16e looks like the regular iPhone 16, but it's missing a camera and key features. No dynamic island, fewer photography options, yet the price is still $599. Apple wants you to think the E means value, but it really means compromise. You're paying flagship money for fewer features. Don't get fooled by the familiar design or lower price. The iPhone 16e is all about cutting corners. Less camera, no dynamic island, and not much reason to upgrade. Before you buy, compare your options. There are better phones out there for your money. Don't settle for less just because it's Apple, especially not for $599. Let's cut to the chase. What do you lose with the iPhone 16e? Here's the brutal truth. One camera, not two. Forget ultra-wide group selfies. Sorry squad, you are not showing up. The 16e's screen, dimmer and still rocking that ancient notch. The 16, blindingly bright dynamic island. Flex level at maximum. MagSafe? Nope. Stick to old school charging, champ. Wired is better anyway. Camera control button? Tough luck. Moving on. Old ceramic shield. New one's tougher. Good luck, Butterfingers. Your phone is bound to break easier. Colors, black or white. That's it. Rather bland. However, the iPhone 16, taste the rainbow. No macro, no spatial, no cinematic mode. Your artsy dreams? Crushed. Stick to DSLR cameras. Bottom line, if you want the cool stuff, the 16e's not it. Choose wisely, or don't. Okay, let's break down the so-called amazing features of this brand new iPhone 16e. Spoiler alert. If you were hoping for something revolutionary, you might want to lower your expectations. Because honestly, this phone feels like it's been stuck in a time loop since 2022. First off, let's talk about the screen. The iPhone 16e actually features a 6.1-inch Super Retina XDR OLED display, which is a really good screen. Colors are vibrant, and it's sharp and bright enough for just about anything you throw at it. But here's the catch. While the display quality is great, it doesn't have the 120 Hz promotion refresh rate you'll find on Apple's higher-end Pro models. So, if you put it next to a Samsung Galaxy or even last year's Pixel, you'll notice you're missing out on that ultra-smooth scrolling experience that makes everything feel just a bit more premium. And don't even get me started on the battery life. Although it has 4,005 milliamp hours and beats the base iPhone 16, it's still less battery than the 16 Plus and maybe even the Pros. If the battery works for you, then okay, but it is significantly lower than the 16 Plus and Pro models. And let's not forget about the modem chip. Apple has implemented their own chip for cellular data. While it seems good, also keep in mind that it could still fail on you due to it being new. I could be wrong, but always keep that in the back of your mind while you're binge-watching TikTok at work, school, or even outside at the park. And I hate to say some bad news, but AirTag users, you might want to stay away from the 16e because the U1 chip, the chip that helps you precisely find you lost items, the iPhone 16e doesn't have it. Yes, you can still use it, but the features are limited compared to the other higher-end iPhone models. Before we get to the next segment, I would like to personally say that I am not hating on this phone. It does have some good stuff too, but for the price, I don't think that it's worth it. Although it is cheaper, so if it's worth it for you, don't let me stop you. But my point is, there is better options. Some of you are die-hard Apple fans. You love your iMessage and your AirPods and AirTags and Apple Watches, and you can't imagine switching to a different ecosystem. I respect that. I'm the same way. So if you absolutely must have an iPhone, at least do yourself a favor and skip the 16e. If you're on a budget, go for the iPhone 15. It's still a solid phone in 2025, and you can probably find a good deal on it now that the 16 is out. But if you really want the best Apple has to offer, go for the iPhone 16 Pro. It's expensive, sure, but at least you'll be getting some actual upgrades for your money. Or go for a refurbished iPhone 15 Pro. It's a little more expensive than the 16e, but you will get more bang for your buck. Plus, you still get Apple Intelligence. For those of you ready to break free from the Apple overlords, then listen up. The Android world is full of amazing phones that offer incredible value for your money. One option is the Samsung Galaxy S25. It's got a clean, intuitive interface, top-notch performance, and that incredible camera chef's kiss. Or if that's a bit much, let's about the Google Pixel 9a. It is a budget version, but it outdoes the 16e. It has a 6.3-inch OLED that supports 120 Hz and brightness of up to 2700 nits. And the color options are double of the 16E. The Pixel 9a comes in iris, peony, porcelain, and obsidian. 2 more color options than our iPhone 16e. Of course, there are more options to choose from, but if I were to go through every option, I'd be here all day. Look, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I am here to call out BS when I see it, and the iPhone 16e is BS in its purest form. Don't let Apple fool you with their marketing tricks, and don't get so hung up on Apple intelligence. Do your research, compare your options, and choose a phone that actually meets your needs and your budget. There are so many amazing phones out there, and you deserve better than a rehashed, overpriced piece of tech from a company that's clearly run out of ideas. So go forth and find your perfect phone match. This is Tech Blunt Honesty, real talk. No fluff. Subscribe for more.